Hello friends, welcome back to a new episode of Cheesiest Man Alive. Today I've been studying some of BLY's build. Hello friends, welcome back to the Cheesiest Man Alive. I've been studying some of BLY's builds. I've even written them down on this little piece of paper. That it's actually a letter from the Dutch Texas, and I decided rather than reading the letter, I will just use the back, which is completely empty. And I can write down these proxy hatch build orders that BLY has on the back of them. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. We're opening up with a 12 pool with a proxy hatch in the wall. That's going to be the initial plan here for me. Oh, I do need a faster overlord. A little bit late there, but still is going to be fine most likely. And what is this proxy hatch in the wall actually going to accomplish? I hear everyone ask, like, oh, what is it actually going to do? Well, it will hopefully allow me to cancel it if I need to, and then allow my links to enter my opponent's base, or it can create a bit of a wall, and then my opponent needs to get the gateway units on the inside or on the outside. If they do it on the outside, that would be really bad. So we're gonna build it over here. This is exactly kind of what I want to do. Oh, look at that. Should I send one link to attack this? I think so, yeah. I wonder what the response is going to be. So usually the correct response here is to build a forge. The zealot can't pop on the outside. I would like it if the zealot would pop on the outside. But if he does that, it's just going to die. So that would be really, really bad for my opponent. There's also always the risk that I will cancel my, my hatchery here. And that I just run in, which also is really dangerous for my opponent. So I'm just going to start fighting this gateway immediately. And try to make it so that there's not going to be any cybercore units popping out anytime soon. Now I can start attacking this building. I'm gonna have a lot of links, This all feels pretty darn cool. And the moment this falls, we're just gonna move in. We can immediately see that my opponent isn't really ready for this whatsoever. There's no more extra units that will be popping out at this point. And I think that this is going to be the first win of the day for me. I don't really need that anymore. Oh, wait, look at this. Ah! I was hoping that I could build a spine crawler, but I was just a little bit too slow. Now, there's not going to be any units out. I like the... I like the optimism here with the Nexus, honestly. I feel like he has bigger problems than being down in eco at this point. One of the problems is that there is about 15 links knocking on the wall. Surely that's not the way to go about it. If I can take out this pylon, that would be absolutely huge. But even if I don't... Oh, I forgot to send these links over. That actually would have been nice to have. I'm going to take a third base as well. I still want to try and take out this pylon before it actually finishes up and gets a unit out. I still think no matter what's going to happen that I will win. But yeah, okay, now I definitely have won this game. There's nothing here. Forget the GG, which means we can add a number on the right side of the GG counter, but not on the left side. Very, very painful. Whenever I play Zerg on a barcode, it seems like the GGs don't come quite as fast. We do get 13 points, however, and we're currently rank 116 on the ladder. We're about 100 points away, little more than 100 points away from reaching the top 100. I don't think that's going to be possible today, but I have about 5 builds on this piece of paper, so I'm looking forward to see what we can do in the next games. Alright, we have a 6k Terran. This is very, very solid MMR, honestly. And I actually have 2 builds against Terran, and I'm going to be doing the most all-in version of the builds that I have. So I have one build that is slightly less all-in, and then I have a build which is slightly more all-in. I do believe that my initial hatchery is going to be a little bit delayed for no real reason. That isn't exactly brilliant. I guess I'll just build it up here then. Maybe I should just build it here. I hope this works. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit later than I really wanted it to, but it is what it is. Okay. My follow-up is going to be to build a pool at 12 supply, so a pool straight away after, and then get a couple of workers out. And I want to get double gas. I also really need to keep this Overlord alive, and I kind of need to keep it close as well. So these are some important things. Like I've watched the video. I watched all of these videos on Loco's channel. Loco is continuously casting BLY games, it seems like. And whenever there's a BLY game, there seems to be a proxy hatch as well. They're quite easy to find because it's always in the thumbnail. Love to see it. Loco is a top creator because of that. Second gas as well. And then one more drone into an Overlord. And I kind of want to scout a little bit with this thing as well. Come on. Get me an Overlord out here. Up. I'm also going to send this across the map just as like a backup Overlord in case I lose the first one, which, knowing how good I am with controlling Overlords, is honestly pretty likely. So it is something that I am afraid of. I'm going to continue building a couple of drones here, by the way. Oops. I don't think I want a drone there, no. I just want to start immediately saving up larva on this base. So it's really important I only get stuff from my main. Only get drones from my main base. Can I get another drone? Or is that too expensive? Yeah, I can get another drone. I'm fine here. Okay. I think so, at least. Oh yeah, this feels fine. Oh, that's a very fast bunker, actually. I don't think you can hold this on the low ground, to be quite frank with all of you. Oh, 2 bunkers. Oh, okay. Is this actually possible to hold like that? I'm not so sure. Oh, if I can kill 1 unit, just 1 unit would be huge already. Okay, this seems like at least a temporary hold. Do I want slightly more gas income? Put 1 more in gas, whatever. Yikes. I'm slightly supply blocked as well, which isn't brilliant. Oh, the first one was actually a miss. Not super great. I'm just going to continue sending stuff across the map. I want to get more... Oh, I already have full gas mining at this point. Exactly what I need to. Why do I keep missing one of them? Guess that's the power of being an idiot. Very cool. Okay. Once these extra ones come out, I think I need to actually try and start busting. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be... Okay, that's good. Just a couple, throwing down a couple. You know, nothing too crazy. We want 1 more Ravager. Hop. That's hitting. And we're going to add some of these dudes as well. Okay, the first Cyclone right now is out. I'm going to try and kill that. While also simultaneously... This did not end up going too well, did it? This absolutely did not end up going too well. How many more of these Ravagers do I need in order to try and one-shot? I actually don't really know. Which probably isn't brilliant here. Come on, die! Come on, move back, move back. Okay, we kept, I think, most of them alive. Did we lose any? Not even sure if we lost any. Don't think we have. Okay, we can definitely one-shot these things right now. I'm gonna get a queen here so I can... whenever one of my Ravagers gets low, I can maybe transfuse it. Seems like... like I'm on some true hopium right now. Don't actually think I'm winning this game. Once the tank is out, I'm definitely dead. Die! Ah, no. Okay, I should just step out. This was a good attempt. I think I should probably go out earlier with this. I probably need to immediately start going there. And then maybe run by in towards the main base. There's just so many units. How did it get scouted? Oh, by the Reaper? Yeah, it got scouted by the Reaper. There was no actual SCV scout, so if I would have built it here, I probably would have won with it. Because without an SCV scout, this is difficult to beat. If the roaches all of a sudden show up. Could have been close, but it didn't really end up being close, so a loss is a loss. This build didn't work, but I have more. If I get the same opponent again, -10, I had to tap out, so GG counter remains unchanged. We'll be heading into game number 3. We actually got the same exact opponent, the 6k Terran. This time it's on Curious Minds, and it's already pissing me off. I do have a second Proxy hatchery build, so I'm not too worried. And the thing with a lot of BLY's builds is that the thing that counters the one build doesn't necessarily counter the other. So this time I'm actually opting for a way later hatchery, and I also want to build it over here. So really on a base that I can mine from. I think I might have actually sent out my workers still slightly too late. Just like at the 26. Nah, it's going to be fine. I shouldn't be so worried all the time. It's always weird when you're proxying your first hatchery, how your camera hotkey should be set up. Like, is this a third base? Is this a natural? Technically it's a natural, but my brain doesn't accept this as a natural base. So if I want to be going over here, I'm not quite sure what the correct camera hotkey is, but I'll just put it on 3 for now. Pretend like this is my third base. Okay, wait, what's the follow-up? Okay, 17 gas, and then 17 pool as well. And then I want to be getting another gas straight away after. Now, this is kind of exciting. I'm going to have a way better eco than what I had last game. So if my opponent invests as much in bunkers as he did last game, that would not be brilliant. He probably can also wait a little longer with the bunkers. And that would also be not great for me. I still think that the low ground CC must be taken, and he can't ever give up the low ground. I think that's one of the most important things. So I'm going to continue getting my workers out. Just getting into the gas. I don't actually think I need to be mining this much into gas. Probably should just be splitting these workers to 2. Like you usually do as well. And I'm going to get a queen on this base. Maybe even a queen at home as well. Not entirely sure yet about all of this. So this thing is about to finish up. I don't quite need a... what you call these? I don't quite need an overlord. I'm just going to get one overlord over here though. Because eventually I will want an overlord. But then I'll have less roaches, I guess. Right, it's not the end of the world. It really is not the end of the world. Okay, we have full saturation right now in our main base. Ooh, this is why our queen is going to be kind of nice to have. He scouts that we have a roach warren and most likely also a proxy hatch, because he missed our natural base. This bad boy is going to check exactly what my opponent is doing. Come on, go build some roaches here. Hello! There we go. And I want to start spreading creep into that direction immediately. Oh no, I'm actually going to lose the creep tumor if my opponent was paying attention. Not sure if he was paying attention though. Okay, we already are dealing way more damage than we did last time. That is, I guess, good for me. Dealing damage usually is good. Oh, that's a good move. That actually was a very cool move. I have to admit, that was a cool move. I do not like it, but it was a good move nonetheless. I'm going to get more and more creep. I also have way better eco, so I can actually just get way more Ravagers as well. I think I need 6 Ravagers to one-shot a bunker, which is probably an important number that I, thinking back, probably should have also remembered. Move back, move back, move back. Another queen over here. And another overlord, just in case. Also want to... Ugh. Okay, well, just in case overlord definitely is going to be useful right now. Is there another overlord on the way here? No, probably should do that, otherwise I'm just going to get slightly supply blocked. The question now is like, hey, what do I actually want to be following up with? Don't quite have an answer yet. Want to get another hatchery at home. And probably get a couple of drones over here. I'm also extremely afraid of just, well, not just tanks, but just practically everything. Let's go over here. I'm going to be saving some energy right now for transfuses. Please don't die. It died. It absolutely died, didn't it? This is not good. I just lost so many overlords already. This is absolutely not how I wanted it to go. This game. Okay, you guys go build some drones. You guys go build some drones. Gonna get a sport over here. Sport over here. Oh, did I lose something there? I don't think... Oh, I killed that bunker. That's something at least. Do want to get this as well. And I'm gonna go into a follow-up that BLY would approve of, which is going to be none other than infestors of 2 bases. This is a super BLY move. This is how I always see BLY do it. I'm just going to stay down here and get 1 spore in this location as well.
We require more minerals.
Just so I can hold this area with my Ravagers. It's one of the most important things for me right now.
We require minerals.
I want to get 1 more creep tumor out here. My creep spread has been absolutely fantastic as well, I have to admit. Don't want to brag, but I also have 49 workers, so yeah, I'm not actually sure if I'm behind or if I'm ahead. It's just a really weird situation. But I kind of feel at home here. After I've been cheesing for the past few months, I kind of feel like life is all alright when weird stuff is happening. The only thing I'm truly afraid of right now is like a drop that I'm not spotting, you know? Like if my opponent moves out with a drop that I don't see coming, maybe I actually should get some units. I also shouldn't have all of my my overlords over here. That definitely seems like a mistake. Okay, I really do want to kill this. Okay. We get burrow as well. That sounds like a very BLY thing to do. And I now have some links, which is going to allow me to get a lot of vision on the map. Is he actually trying to... Oh. Calm down, buddy. Come on. That was a fight? Was it a good fight? That I don't know. Not so sure about that. I have a feeling that the answer might be no. You can go back here. You guys go back here as well. Maybe I also want Neural actually. I didn't even consider this, but Neural getting some of these tanks would probably be kind of useful, wouldn't it? Ooh, you really want to go here? I think he might really want to go here. I have 74 workers. Or I potentially have 74 workers when all of my workers end up finishing. Uh-oh. Was I not ready for this? Oh, I'm very not ready for this actually. This actually isn't the end of the world. I didn't lose that many workers. If I don't actually lose this base, I'm kind of okay with this. I think I might end up losing this base though. Which then I'm a lot less okay with it. Was this really the end of the world? Yeah, it actually kind of is really the end of the world. I get another base. Also want to get a bunch of infestors from here. Okay, well, at least we have this base mining. We have this base, which is in the process of being set up. Don't actually want to keep all of these on the map right now. Come on. Die, 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 die! Perfect stuff. I feel like this isn't even that bad. I know this sounds stupid, but I really believe it. And if you truly believe something, it will always work out in the end. Okay, so this should put the fear into him, you know? That's the most important thing, that he's truly afraid of this stuff happening the entire time. Yeah, come on. You wanna go again, buddy? What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna go in here? Surely that's not the correct call. Come on, chase me, buddy. Ooh. Not great. Also not great. And this definitely isn't great. We're also out of a... Yikes. This feels like a very BLY-esque game though, which does make me somewhat happy. What's my worker count right now? Worker count seems somewhat okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The question is, how am I ever in this world going to win a game? Yeah, I don't really have any way to catch this type of drop, which is a real issue, obviously. Uh-oh. I also still don't have one of these, which is bad. I think we might have just lost the game. I almost started believing. That often is the scariest thing, is when you truly start believing. Anyway, too many thanks. One, okay, I should not have believed. I was extremely dead, wasn't I? Yeah, I was extremely dead. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I don't want to play against the same Terran again. Playing against the Terran isn't going to make me too upset, but playing against the same Terran that knows I'm going to proxy hatch, that would make me upset. And then afterwards, well, actually kind of hope for a ZVZ. I still have a good build for a ZVZ, so I kind of want to do that. All right, see you in game number 4. All right, we got our ZVZ over here. On the autopilot, I started my first drone, but obviously I need a 12 pool here. And this is a very, very particular type of 12 pool. So I want to open up with a 12 pool, then proxy a hatch next to my opponent's hatchery, and then start a hatchery and start a spine crawler. Cancel the hatchery, build the spine crawler there. I'll need to be a little bit quick in order to do that. This worker, I believe, is the one that needs to be sent out. Forgot to start my next 2 workers as well. It's not been the tightest build order so far. I need to just send it around and then kind of relax for a little bit. Next thing that I want is an overlord. I'm just going to be sending that over here as well. I think we should be in a good spot. As long as my opponent decides to open up with hatch first, I think we will be fine. However, if it is a 12 pool, or if it is an early pool or something along those lines, life could become a little bit tricky. I think, at least. So we'll just keep this bad boy over here for now. We'll immediately start up our links. I will rally them properly through this little slow zone as well. Just making sure that nothing crazy will happen. Now I can check, hey, what actually is my opponent doing? That doesn't feel super good. That does not seem like the correct thing. Okay, I need to build it at least a little bit. This does not feel good. I think this is a 12 pool as well, isn't it? At least something. Maybe an early pool. Maybe not a 12 pool. Alright, well, we're still going for it. And hopefully this will work out. I can immediately get my own hatchery at home at the same time as well. Okay, well, there's no links yet here, so that's good. That is actually very, very good. Maybe he's forgetting to check his own natural with the links. Just keeping the links in a minute. Okay, it's important right now that this spine crawler does not end up getting cancelled. Okay, it stays alive. This is good. Although it doesn't look brilliant. This actually is completely fine. Okay, here we go, here we go. So now I just want to make sure that my spine doesn't get targeted first. Well, it will get targeted first. Also means that he lost a couple of units for no real reason. Or well, for no real reason. Taking out my spine probably is a good enough reason, but that's actually okay for me. I'm down with that. You know, I'm completely down with that. Up. This is also a good fight. Taking out a lot of links right now. Taking out a crap ton of links even. All of the links are gone. Ooh, well, some drones coming in. Maybe we can take out the links on the left side right now. See if we can go for that. I think we actually can. more drones being pulled, or continuously drones being pulled. That's obviously not ideal for my opponent, because that's costing him a lot of money as well. I do have a feeling I might lose every single link though. Was this good? Was this actually good for me is the question. I am not so sure. I'm gonna take out another link. He lost a lot of mining, and not just a lot of mining, also a queen. A bunch of links. The next queen is already out though. Do I want gas right now? I think I do. We'll follow this up with like a roach attack or something like that. I think we continued building links for just a little bit too long here, which is bad. Actually, it's really bad. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be chasing for too long. Maybe we can take out like a creep tumor or something like that. Make sure that my opponent doesn't get anything going. No creep, nothing. On an overlord. Ah! This didn't exactly go how I wanted it to. I really thought that we would be capable of dealing a bit more damage. Despite it being a pool first, I kind of was hoping that I would be capable of doing something there, but didn't quite seem to be the case. We'll get a fast roach warren here. And I still think we also need to get something with speed. Like, yeah, we definitely need to get something like speed. Speed, maybe a baneling nest, and then just an early roach warren for some safety. And might allow me to wall if I do end up getting link flooded here. And allows me to get out some roaches as well, more importantly. I mean, I could have also walled with a baneling nest, but that's not what I'm going for. Okay. I'll also get a third base, actually. Fake third base, but sometimes getting a fake third base is really all you need. I think I just built 2 overlords. I really did. Great stuff here, Kevin. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, well, we'll get a base. A couple of extra workers. We do have the +1 on the way as well. I think I actually want another gas. I definitely do want another gas. And then eventually I want to... Once I'm fully saturated here, I will just start building pure units. Get a bunch of roaches out. And... what else do I want to get out? A baneling nest, probably? Actually, should probably hide that behind my mineral line. This feels good. That's a lot of units, isn't it? Don't think I can actually hold. But maybe it's not all about holding. My third base. Oh crap. I really wish that I had a wall here. Come on, move to safety, boys. Move to safety! It's actually good that he's not going for my third base, because I don't think I could have held my third base if he would have gone there immediately. However, if he decides to not go there immediately, I can definitely hold that. Look at that! This actually was good. He's going to continue moving in. A bunch of these fellas. I mean, this is good. This actually is very, very good for me. That's finishing up as well. I'm all down with that. That seems completely fine. That really seemed completely fine. I lost like 2 workers and a queen. That's it. I'm going to hide the fact that I have even more roaches coming in right now. It actually feels like it has some potential. Just want to be hiding the fact that I want to move out quickly from this point on out. Actually, let's just start going. Why not? Might as well. Let's go! Oh. Being attacked here. Okay, these are gonna move out. I don't think that will die. I definitely do not believe that will die. This seems like a weird move as well. I mean, we're just moving across the map. We'll get a couple of these banes. So in case there's a high link count, and maybe even like +1 for the links, I can just take them out with my own banes. That's often very important. So you have something against the links. Or in like a roach versus roach, it's also nice to have something against the links. Come on, let's keep going, keep going. Oh, we have our own links as well, of course, which is also super useful. Oh, that thing's going to end up dying. Come on, go kill stuff, go kill stuff. Not the most brilliant opener, but I think we managed to win just with the follow-up, no? Target down some of these lower roaches. Some of these lings are not quite fighting, but we move a little, and just like that, it's all going to be alright, I think, right? There's not that many workers anymore, so even if we don't straight up just win the game here, I think with our next push, we definitely should be capable of winning the game. Oh, actually, dude, oh, he has +1. I need to be somewhat careful, actually. I don't have any upgrades whatsoever. And if there is some type of banelings with this, that would really suck. Because I have nothing that can deal with banelings and roaches at this point. I can't deal with just ling roach, I think. That should be somewhat okay. I don't think I'm actually winning, am I? Maybe it's okay? Maybe it's just okay. Ah, we're fine. We're fine. We are just fine. Right? Yeah. Got a lair as well. Just going to prepare for the next push. Not the easiest game. Not the easiest hold, but... He even has speed for the roaches, huh? GG. Well, no GG, but close enough to a GG. I mean, he left the game. And when you GG, there's two things you need to do. One, you need to type GG. Two, you need to leave the game. So that's a 50% GG right here out of my opponent. Actually ended up working. 19 workers only left. Fantastic stuff. All right. That's going to be it for me today, as I do have to change the GG counter. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. I for sure did. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. See you all next time for a new video. Thank you and bye-bye.